The pick at number 12 is in. Let us go back to New York. Chris Berman has it. Boomer, hello. What are they going to do in Buffalo?
Well, they have a debate, and we'll find out in a minute, but you see us all wearing the VT for Virginia Tech, and they had Frank Beamer and some of the alums that are in the league here with a speech and a recognition just before the start of this draft. As famous football-playing alum as ever come out of Virginia Tech or anywhere else, the #1 overall pick of the draft in 1985 was Bruce Smith. He was one that was here. So Bruce Smith is going to announce his old team, the Buffalo Bills' first pick here. And their debate is, do they go running back or the two best corners? Neither have been selected, and they lost one. Here's Bruce.
God bless the Hokies. With the 12th pick in the 2007 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Marshawn Lynch, University of California, running back.
Very interesting. Very interesting. There's some Bills fans here. The two corners, Leon Hall and Darrell Revis, are sitting there and have gone a little farther down already. We'll get to it in a minute, Mel, than they thought. However, they lost Willis McGahee, and they need, I know that Dick Duran feels, we must support our young quarterback, J.P. Lossman, with something. And how about a back that enjoys bowling over people and wants the ball 100 times a game?
Boom, very physical runner. You talk about Adrian Peterson and his style in terms of breaking tackles, getting yards after initial contact. That's exactly what Marshawn Lynch does. Not super elusive, but he's got pretty good feet. And I think when you look at a guy that powerful, a guy that really at 5'11", 215, takes on defenders. This guy loves a challenge. Somebody trying to get him in the open field one-on-one. Did a real good job of that fast. Well, for a kid 215 pounds, ran a 4.46 at the combine, vertical 35.5 inches. Catching the ball for Jeff Tedford out of the backfield became more of a factor this past season. Had 34 catches this past year that matched his total from the previous two seasons combined. You see him here at the end of the game. You don't like to necessarily see that because you watch him come pretty close to some people there. A little dangerous, but I think when you look at Marshawn,
a lot of more carries.
But when you look at Marshawn Lynch, I think the Buffalo Bills' dilemma here was you lose Nate Clements. Do you take Leon Hall, cornerback out of Michigan, or Darrell Revis, cornerback out of Pitt? You lost London Fletcher in free agency, but Patrick Willis is gone. So I think it got down to a debate. The two corners or the running back. And as you said, Boom, having J.P. Lossman probably led them to believe, hey, if we want Lossman to continue developing as he showed last year, we got to get Marshawn.
Well, there are lots of changes here, but they have the A-Train who ran for Dick Duran when they won a division a few years back in Chicago. Other than that, you know, you're looking at the 06 depth chart. There's space there. Once upon a time, and this is a history story, Marv Levy coached the Cal. Now, that was a long time ago. Joe Kapp was the quarterback. That's a long time ago, but here's a running back from Cal.
Well,
that's a long time ago.
Here's the thing about it. It's interesting. Marv Levy's now the general manager, and everybody's been saying he's going character, character, character. Well, Marshawn Lynch is the first guy who had some character red flags in this draft that some people said, well, wait a minute, what is it? But I talked to a head coach from another team last night, and he was comfortable with Marshawn Lynch. Says, you know, he's an inner city kid. He's a tough kid. He looked me in the eye. He was respectful and what have you, but some teams were a little bit cool on him. Now, it's interesting. Steve Fairchild is the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills. Spent some time with the Rams. I have heard comparisons to, you know, a poor man's Marshall Faulk, Marshawn Lynch, because of his ability to run and catch the football, Mel.
I'll tell you, he's got talent. No question about it. I think for the Green Bay Packers, that's where we said at pick 16, the Green Bay Packers have a running back issue with Amon Green moving on to the Houston Texans. Oh, they're going to take Marshawn Lynch. Well, the Buffalo Bills, I believe, would have taken Patrick Willis here had he still been there, but he wasn't. He went to the 49ers one pick earlier.
Remember what I said. They need to, if Lossman a year ago with Buffalo, boy, is he going to even start? We even have Holcomb. We brought in Craig. No. Now they're convinced that J.P. Lossman made strides. Now, yes, they need some other help at receiver, etc. But let's give him some help. They just signed 3 offensive linemen for free agency.
Look at the division. It's not like you're going to have to score a ton of points. I mean, a big threat, put some points on the board on the road, Buffalo could steal the division. I mean, that's how close this division is.
And he's shredded the Pac-10 conference, let's face it. The guy can play in the backfield. He can play multiple positions in the offense. He split wide, catches some balls in the flats, can go vertical on linebackers. So they got a safe pick here for them.
Willis McGahee said, yeah, maybe the franchise should move to Toronto. It didn't. They moved McGahee to Baltimore. Marshawn Lynch is moving from Oakland, where he grew up, to Buffalo. All right, follow all that? St. Louis is next.